Thank you, Dean Delaney. Good afternoon, distinguished guests, graduates, faculty, staff, families, and friends. A special welcome to all of the mothers. To my parents, surprise! They didn't actually know this was happening. Before I begin, I would like to dedicate this speech to my brother, Emmanuel. He passed away in February 2015, and as I run through a few memories, I can't help but think of him and how strong and positive he made me. My journey into business started early. I mean, while others dreamed of being astronauts and sports stars, weren't we all dreaming of being accountants and analysts? No? But something inspired us all to end up here today. For me, that inspiration was my parents. The first idea I want to share with you came from my father, who taught me since childhood that business is never just about commerce, but that it is about making a change. When I was a first grader, we had to present what our parents' jobs were. For my mom, it was easy. She was my mom. For my dad, his job as a transportation economist at the World Bank was more complicated for me to understand. As he explained to me that he worked with countries to develop the infrastructure they needed, one question reigned in my mind. Why did he choose this job? He told me that building one road, creating one business, could be the catalyst to changing a person's life from poverty to stability, and that person could be a change to an entire community. As I grew older, I learned more about the life my mom came from. This is where I learned my second life lesson. Do what you can to make a difference. No matter how big or how small, it will make a change. It will impact someone's life. See, my mom comes from Madagascar. While some people know the name from a movie where a lemur dances around singing, "I like to move it, the state of the country is unfortunately less ideal. While it has the most beautiful beaches and a thriving island culture, it is also the 10th poorest country in the world. Political turmoil has led to change, but come at the cost of people's welfare. But each time I visited the country with my family, I noticed something. Whenever she could, my mom would try to help the neighborhood she came from, whether it be funding jerseys for the neighborhood soccer team, or renovating the basketball courts, or creating a community garden. What I noticed was how happy and grateful the people were with such small changes. You would think that living in poverty would make it hard to find such positivity, but it didn't. I want to thank Kogod too for reminding us of these lessons and providing us learning opportunities like the Washington Initiative to help our communities. Fellow graduates, continue to search for the same opportunities, not only to do well, but to do good in your future jobs. If they don't exist, create them. And this is where my third lesson comes in. Not all of us fit into a single box, and we shouldn't have to, even as we face the pressures of the workplace. As a rising auditor immersed in accounting, I learned about law and sciences on my own time by combining my bachelor's and master's degrees. We all have other passions, whether it be sports, art, music, anything. I stand before you as a future accountant, but I also love makeup and cars. We have international students from Asia and Europe, and we're graduating with degrees ranging from finance to business and entertainment. We are not only about gray suits and spreadsheets, though there were a lot of those too. I encourage you all to embrace your individuality and find people who will cheer you on. I want to leave you all with one final idea today: the power that higher education provides to make a difference. More than just a degree, education is a turning point from changing a person's life to stability and avoiding poverty, especially for first-generation college students. I have nephews that lived in Madagascar but moved to France because of the college opportunities a developed country offers. They struggled to pay rent, but are now university graduates who are active members of society with careers they are passionate about, and they are helping people who need a leg up, just like they did. But today, education also comes at a very high cost. I earned both my bachelor's and master's in a combined program because it was also a way to save tuition. I was blessed to have parents help me pay my way through. But not everyone has that chance. I know some of my fellow master's graduates had full-time jobs or families or both as they completed their degree, and how hard that was. Think about what you're leaving here today with: your new degree, community, family. Future generations should not be smothered by the cost of tuition or student loans. It will take time, but we can make that change. I can't help but think of my memories here, like Professor Lindsay finding out I had my first offer at a Big Four internship and was more excited than I was. Or when I was having a hard day at my internship and a simple email from Professors Evans and Bedford changed my whole day and my whole semester. Some of my favorite memories were spent with you, my fellow graduates, whether it be struggling late on assignments we couldn't understand alone, or joking around in Harris Lounge during our rare moments of free time. You are all an incredible group of friends who have constantly challenged and inspired me to do my best, and I am grateful to have been part of this family. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2019.